Morning, everybody. I'm Colette the Highway Stitcher, here to give you my stitching from the highway and at home. And it's Wednesday, December 7th, around 9:30, 9:40 in the morning. It's a gloomy, overcast day, one of those kind of yucky days. It's minus Celsius right now. It's 29 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's going to go up to 32 degrees Fahrenheit, which is zero for all of those of you in the Celsius range. And so you can kind of tell the mode and the mood of this area. So I don't mind when it's like sunshiny and cold. Sometimes that's just beautiful with the clouds and the blue sky and the snow on the ground. But our snow melted. It's just kind of overcast and cold. And so that's not one of my more likable temperatures and looks. But we'll move on to other fun and like stitching and other such things. But before I move on, I just wanted to tell all of you who commented on my last video 2 weeks ago that I really appreciate your kind comments. I mentioned I was in kind of a funky mood and really kind of not feeling the greatest, kind of depressed. And I appreciate all your comments. Amazingly, it wasn't due to any of the comments that you mentioned. I really got a lot of stitching done. You know, I've been getting a lot of stitching done in the last several months. And also, I've been picking up my crocheting and knitting and lacing and a lot of other things. And I've been doing quite a bit of organizing. I'll mention that later, what I've been up to. It had to do with a situation where I don't normally, put forth a lot about my life or whatever else, but my husband fell. He's fine, and everything's fine, but it made me realize that I'm not getting any younger. And for some reason, that just kind of put me in this funky mood. And so I appreciate everybody's kind words and everything. I'm feeling better now and realizing that, I might as well just continue on. I shouldn't be feeling, even though it's true that I'm not getting any younger, I'm actually health-wise doing well. So I shouldn't let it get to me so much, but it did. It did for several weeks. And I just felt this like, oh no, I don't have that much longer to do all the stuff I want to do. And so it kind of put me in one of those downer moods. But I'm out of it now and just moving on with Christmas. I love the Christmas season, moving on with some organizing. I don't know why I'm getting all into all this other stuff in the middle of the Christmas season, but at least I'm already got all my planning and stuff pretty much done. All my mine, all that other stuff, and getting everything ready for that. So I can actually get a lot of stitching done, other things done, and organizing besides. So, but again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys tremendously. A lot of times, not a lot of times, but sometimes I come on and I just kind of go, I'm just going to show my stuff and be done. And sometimes I wonder why I'm doing it. And then other times I really just enjoy doing it. So I think as a floss tuber, you get in those kind of moods. And sometimes you just totally drop off the face of the earth. Other times you just go, well, I'm going to go on and show my stuff anyway. So again, thanks. Thanks, guys. Thanks for all your kind words and your love. So anyway, we're going to move on to what this video is really about. And I'm going to start showing you my WIPs, tell you my immediate plans for the next couple weeks until I come on again, hopefully, before Christmas. And also give you my 2023 plans, which I'm really excited about. So we'll move on first to my WIPs. And they're in no particular order, of course. I just put them... stacked them on top here, especially since I've got a whole lot of other junk in this room right now as I'm organizing some other things. So I just pulled the table over, pushed things out of the way. You're seeing all the nice background, but if you saw the rest of this room, it's a mess. So anyway, the first piece was on top is the Gold Collection kit of Enchanted Stockings Ornament. Oh, night. Enchanted Ornaments Stocking. Anyway, this is a kit with, I'm using the kit floss, the kit fabric, which is a 16 count Aida. I'm working on this with my friend Amy of Amy Loves Toads. We've been working on the same stocking for the last several months. And I'm pretty excited about what I got accomplished. I did 847 stitches the last 2 Sundays that I worked on it. And here it is. I actually worked my way down from here, filled it all in, and filled this in. As well as there was a little bit left of the bird of the cardinal there, like a different color that I hadn't put in yet. So I filled that in, as well as some of this right here. So I'm amazed at how big this ornament is and how long it's been taking to fill it in. Every Sunday when I work on it, I go, oh, I'm going to get down to the end of it. And not really. So I'm still plodding away at it, but it is taking shape. It's just turning out so beautiful. I can't wait to get the rest of this all finished in and then backstitch it, because it's just going to pop and just be beautiful. The colors, I really love the colors, and it's just been a joy to work on. If anybody wants to join us on a Sunday sale, if you really want to work on a Christmas stocking with us, we'd love to have you join us, especially at this Christmas time if you're feeling seasonal with some seasonal stitching. Our hashtag is the Sunday Stocking Sale. And one more thing before I put this away and move on. Recently I found out that you can contact Simplicity, and I'll tell you, I'll leave the email down below. And you can contact Simplicity at contactussimplicity.com. And they, if you send them a picture of your kit and the floss and all the stuff that came in it and everything, that they will send you a PDF of the Dimensions kit. Now, I kind of went crazy when I did it. I contacted them and I had listed every single Dimensions chart I owned, which are a lot. And they came back saying that they could not give that many out at one time unless I had the receipt of my purchases, which of course I did not. I mean, many of those Dimension kits I've had for like 25 years. So I went back to them and I said, I'm really sorry, I don't have anything left of them. I can show you everything. And they said they'd be willing to do 2. So my suggestion to you is don't do what I did and send in pictures of like 20 Dimensions kits that you have, because it's not going to work. But it was pretty cool. They sent me PDF of the next stocking that I want to work on, Dimensions kit, and another kit that I wanted to get started soon. So just wanted to let you guys know. I'll have that down below in the drop down box, and you know, if you want a PDF copy. And I find that a lot easier to work on with Dimensions kits for some reason. So hopefully that'll be of help to some of you who might find that's easier too. So, okay, Dimensions is done. Okay, my next WIP that I worked on this last week, that I mentioned in my plans I was going to work on. I started it last week, about a week ago, is one of my seasonal pieces from Christmas, Up on the Housetop by Theresa Kogut, Creative Whims. Cutest pattern ever, and it's been so much fun to work on, and it's just been hard for me to actually get off and work on some other projects that I want to work on, because this has just been so much fun. I'm working on it on a 28 count Twilight by Picture This Plus, and I'm using the called for DMC and overdyed flosses. So as you can see, isn't that the cutest thing ever? So those dancing snowmen on top of the roof that I have started. And actually, when I showed it to you a couple weeks ago, what I showed you from last year was up on the house, up on the, and the stars, and 2 of the snowmen were done. So this last week, I actually did this snowman right here, and all of this top part of the roof of the house that's going to appear with the snow on the roof, and a little bit of the dark red of the house. So this is just looking really nice on this fabric, and really been fun to work on. Let's see if there's anything else. Nope. I would love to keep working on this, but I have another Christmas piece that I'll show you my plans that I want to pick up and do some seasonal stitching on it too. So we'll see. If I'm not jazzed with it, I may end up pulling this one back out and working on it again, because it's just been so much fun. So. Okay, the next WIP that I've been working on for the last week, it and up on the housetop that I just showed you. This one, because I have a goal on it. This is the Lacemaker, which many of you have seen and love. This is by Artecy cross stitch, and the artwork is by Miles Burkett Foster. So there it shows you more of a close-up picture of it. I'm working on this on a 25 count even weave, 1/1 full cross with the called for DMC colors. My goal for this that I mentioned last week is that I want to get 50% done on it before, by December 31st, before the first of the year. So I am on track. I'm working well on it. Last month when I was working, 2 weeks ago when I showed it to you, I told you that I had moved the Q-snaps back over to this side and I was going to start working on this, which I did. I may have done just a few little bits over here, but hardly anything. And what I did mostly was fill in all of this. I had a lot of empty holes that I needed to fill in, started working it down, and some of the empty holes on some of the colors I was working on started doing this. If you look at that closely, that's going to be the window below all of that, all of those vines. So I'm pretty excited about that. When I started working it down, I thought, ooh, I'm going to keep working on that because I want to see that window start taking shape. And I'll show you that again. This is a little more vibrant colors than what the picture is, but you can see right there the lines of the window that were taking shape on my piece. So I've actually worked it down to about there, and then I started getting the window outlined. So I'm going to be filling in a lot of that black. There's tons of black there, but that'll give me a lot of stitches to get towards my 50% goal. But I also hope to frame this a little more. I got excited about it, so I may not end up moving over to the other side for a bit because I want something else to start taking shape, and that should start taking shape. So anyway, there it is again. There's part of the frame of the window and the vines. The vines all coming down. So that will be my goal this week. I did, let's see, 1,229 stitches in this last week, and that is 47.01% completed. So I'm on track. I don't think I'll have any issues getting to 50%, and so I'm pretty excited about that, being 50% on this piece. Another interesting little thing, though I can't tell you exactly where, this is the middle of the piece, and somewhere right around here is a little dot showing the middle of the piece. So that was fun to see that little dot to say, oh, whoa, that's the halfway. Of course, I will not have it halfway all the way across filled in because I'm getting excited about working down there. But anyway, that's the little dot showing that I had half done. So that was fun. So my goal again, I'll be working on it this week. I want to get at least 1,200 stitches on it, and maybe get it up to 48%, like I did this 47%. And so anyway, that's Lacemaker, and she is looking good. Okay, the next piece here is Under the Sea. by Frosted Pumpkin. I have finished. I've completed the section for this month already. Uh, this I completed right after I did the well, right after I updated you on my last Floss Tube 2 weeks ago. I just couldn't put this down. I had worked on a little bit of it and just went, oh, I'm having too much fun. Too much fun, too much fun. All these cute, like starfish and crabs and a crab and all the cute little sea anemones and all the little stuff that's at the bottom of the ocean. It was so much fun to work on, all the different colors. So I couldn't put it down, so I just continued working on it. Ended up, golly, putting 783 stitches in it to finish up that section. So she is looking beautiful. This is being stitched on 28 count Cloudy Dawn with the called for DMC. And I am guessing, though I'm not positive on this, that our ending will be all around underneath under the sea I have there, which I'm hoping for, because I feel like my under the sea doesn't pop out really well. But if they continue that border and do some fun border like up at the top there, then I think it will pop out better. If it doesn't, I may end up back stitching it. We'll see. But I'm not going to do that until after I get that bottom border all done, which I'm almost positive that's probably what their next section will be. So I'm working on this. I got excited with this by Sarah Stitch and Mommy, and so she's been working on hers too, and just been fun to work on. So anyway, I was able to get that finished, and I don't have to pick it up again until I'll work on the next section after Christmas, because I'm pretty excited about doing Christmas stitching in the season, and also my Lacemaker to get that goal done. So and since the next part probably won't be out until right around Christmas, I'm not going to start it until after Christmas. Okay, my next piece is my birthday cell, my day complete. I cannot count my day complete until needle, thread, and fabric meet. This is a Kathy Barrick pattern. It only has just a few colors in it, but it just is looking beautiful. I love this pattern. I do this as a hashtag OCT29SAL, October 29th SAL, but it's just I abbreviated the OCT. If anyone wants to join us who has an October birthday and loves Kathy Barrick, feel free. I'm doing this with my friend Krista, and we both have October 29th birthdays. Hi, Krista. So anyway, this is what I accomplished this time. So last month I had the bird's head done, and just some of the leaves and the initials. And so that was last month. So this month, my section was to work on that tree trunk and the trees, and the leaves. So anyway, that's how it's looking. I'm working on a 40 count Seraphim fabric in the colorway Boston, and I'm using the DMC colors on this. So I also did with this what I did with another cell I'm working on this year. I sectioned this out, and I sectioned it into 12 sections. And so then I have a goal. Every month I finish that section. Sometimes I go over it a little bit, because you can kind of tell, because there I'm down a little farther on the bird or whatever, And then I went also, this section I think cut off a little bit of those leaves, but branches, but not that much. I'm still sticking pretty much within the section that I'm doing. So that way I will get this done in time, because this last October, a couple months ago, I was pushing it to get my last Christmas birthday sale done. So this time I'm not going to let that happen to me. In my 2023 plans, I will mention that too. It is sectioned, 12 sectioned. So if anyone's interested in that, let me know. I'd be happy to send a copy of the picture to you. So that's My Day Complete by Kathy Barrick. It's one sal I'll be working on all this year, and like an October to October sal. The other one, which really is called, the hashtag is October to October, is our Sunnyside Sampler Sal by Drawn Thread. I'm the fearless leader. How I get into these situations, I don't know. I was last year too. But be that as it may, I have to make sure that I keep up on this. I had some issues at the beginning. I wasn't happy with things, but now I have corrected them to my liking. So at least what I like. And so anyway, I have moved on to the next section. Everything's up to date. And I will not start on my next one, because this one goes from October 22nd to like November 22nd to December. So I am not going to work on my next section until after Christmas, just the same as my birthday sale. And just we'll work on seasonal pieces. But this is sectioned out also for you. And all you have to do is go to one of our hashtags for this sal, which is, one of them is hashtag Sunnyside Sampler Sal. And the other one is OCT2TO OCT sal. I'm pretty sure that's what it totally is. Let's see. Yeah, OCT2OCT sal. So go to either one of those hashtags and you will see how we sectioned it out. So we could do a section a month to have it done by next October. And what we do is, it's our kind of our tradition at the Stitch West retreat put on by Snug Harbor in Salt Lake City in October to finish this up at that retreat and to show our completed pieces, which we did last year, which was My Home in the Garden by, oh brother, it's already off now, off my brain, because I got done with it. Oh, Liz Matthews. So anyway, that's our plan for this one. We'll see how many of us will be able to stand up. Any of you who are doing this, of course, that can't come, or whatever, I would, this is just my funniness, but stand up on the 22nd of October and say, I finished it, and take a picture of yourself. Because then that way it's almost like you're part of the group anyway. So, I mean, you are part of the group anyway, but to me that would be cute. And you can show your finished one too, even if you can't be with us there. So the section that needed to be completed for this month was part of this bird, the house, that funky pot with the, I don't know if that's a tree or a bush, and a couple of the letters, and Sunnyside over one. And I didn't know this one was going to show through so much, so let's see. That's a little better. This is on a 32 count Zweigart Vintage Country Mocha, and I'm using the called for silks on it. And it's really fun to work on now. I've just really been enjoying it. So there's where I'm up to. Our next section that we're working on will be this next house, the one with the red windows and door. So that, and the couple letters. So feel free to join us. We're really having fun. We have a large group going, and we'd love to have you join us. And so, come join us if you can. Okay, on to plans, because that's what I worked on this last 2 weeks. Of course, Lacemaker is in the top forefront of my plans, and it will be worked on the next 2 weeks. So if that's the case, I'm hoping for a good 2,500 stitches. If I do that, I should be into 48 point something % at least. And then we'll be able the next 2 weeks to finish up and have my 50%. Or if I'm even luckier, maybe I'll get even more done than that. So the next thing that I'm going to work on is my other seasonal piece. This is called Santa Stops Here. I started this last year. I got this at the Amana Retreat. It was an exclusive at the time, but it is now available for any of you who would be interested in buying it because it got released a year later. This is a picture of Amana, like one of the brick buildings in Amana with Santa and the reindeer and the snowman. So it's really cute. It was a kit. We got it in a kit. Sorry, I did not check the what this kit fabric is, though I'm assuming it's something that Brenda would normally pick up. So if you know Brenda well, you're going to kind of probably know. It's a 36 count. We're doing 1/1 full cross. I mean, not 1/1, 1/2 full cross. I started up with the just the house because I like the blocks and stuff, and I thought, well, I want to get this house done. So this is what I'll be working on this next week. If I get sick of this house, I'll move back to up on the rooftop with the cute snowman. And actually, you know, in a way, I'm going to be doing the house up on the rooftop too, because it's all house that too. But sometimes this house with the bricks gets a little trying on you because you have to do so many color changes, and I'm just pulling one out and laying it aside and putting another one in. So I may actually get a little burned out with it, but we'll see. I'm shooting for 800 to 1,000 stitches on it, hopefully. So, and that'll be this coming week, and then I may switch over to up on the rooftop. And then the last piece that I'm going to be working on is all through the year I've been part of the Daily 30 Yearly Challenge, and those are 3 pieces that we have to work on every month and get so many stitches done. Lacemaker is one of them, which of course, you know, I'm working on that and getting the pictures put into the yearly challenge fine. The other one was Under the Sea, which I finished up the section and also got my pictures in to my challenge. The third piece is, of course, my Mirabilia Garden Prelude. And so that one needs to have stitches put into it for my yearly challenge. So that's in my plan for next week. And I had showed this to you already, but I outlined the whole area of her dress. So I'm gonna shoot for. I have to keep up with at least 300 stitches each time I post pictures for what my challenge is for the yearly challenge, and so I'll be doing at least 300 stitches, but I'm hoping to do more than that. Maybe post a couple pictures. So we'll see how the next 2 weeks go. So that's my other immediate plans. So those are my plans for the coming 2 weeks, and not on any set day. Though Lacemaker will be worked on every day, as well as whatever seasonal piece I decide to pick up. So now I'm going to move on to my 2023 plans. Okay, everybody, I love to plan. Love to plan. I mentioned that the other night on a Google Meet group that I meet with. And I love to keep up with my plans. I love, what is it? What's it called? Your New Year's resolutions. And I'm all right if I don't do them totally well. I'm usually very happy if I stick to a resolution to a certain point, even if it's not the whole resolution. I just have, I don't know, I don't have a problem with that, and I love to plan and love to do resolutions and organize. So my 2023 plans, which I have decided on the main part of the plan pretty strongly, because for the last several months I've been feeling very strongly that I wanted to work on all of my full coverage. This last year, I've concentrated a lot on samplers. I had a WIP Go sampler board, and I did that along with my regular cells that I wanted to keep up on. But I only worked on Lacemaker during the year, which I'm happy I did. You know, I kept up my full coverage on one piece. But this year, I'm just so excited. I see, you know, I see everybody. I mean, I see my full coverage Floss Tube group of friends working and getting so many stitches done on their full coverage, and so I'm ready to step back from a lot of other stitching and have designated days for my full coverage. So anyway, this will be my plan. And I will probably be able to pretty much keep with it within a certain framework. I'm sure there will be a little bit of overlapping due to going on retreats. You know, that always can mess me up, you know, grandkid things and whatever. But I will just go back to it after I'm done, you know, with whatever I was going to or whatever I was traveling to. I'll just go back. And a lot of them I'll be able to take with me as I'm traveling anyway. So I'm going to be happy with what I accomplish with this. So from Thursday through Saturday, I can't talk. Need more water. From Thursday through Saturday in the coming year, that will be 3 full days of working on a full coverage piece every week. On 2 of those Thursdays, like I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to separate them out on the 1st and 3rd or just the 1st and 2nd to get it done, but I will be working on Lacemaker to get a couple thousand stitches in every month, because I'm excited about you know, getting a lot more stitches in that piece. I'm not, even though I'm halfway done, I'm not looking for a finish in 2023, but I'm looking for a lot of percentage done on that. So that will be done 2 out of the 4 full coverage Thursdays through Saturday. The other 2, my plan is to put them on a WIP Go board for full coverage. And I have 14 full coverage, so it will be put on more than once. And then I will, when Jessie Marie picks the WIP Go pieces, I'm going to be working on one of those on one of the months, Thursdays through Saturday, and one on the other, Thursday through Saturday. So I can get 1,000 stitches in every single one of my full coverage, and then they will be recycled, actually. And if this doesn't end up working out exactly the way I want, WIP Go isn't set in stone yet. I may end up doing like an arbitrary where I pick the wheel. So that isn't set in stone. The other is. I am definitely going to work on Lacemaker for a couple of the full coverage Thursday through Saturday, but the others I'm going to work on my other pieces. And I haven't fully decided on which way to do that yet. But that's for my full coverage. I'm excited about doing that. I have pieces that I haven't worked on for probably 4 years, I think. And I'm also allowing for new starts too. And I have no problem with doing new starts. And I don't have a desire this year of finishing. Some people have been, you know, really getting into their New Year plans of finishing smalls, finishing others. This year, no, I want to finish sections of my full coverage. That's my finishing I want to do. So that's my goal. But I also have another goal that I'm hoping to work on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So the full coverage will be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, of course, I have my 2 sals that will be worked on. I'm going to start them probably at the 1st of the month or maybe a little before. And I'm going to do the section for my birthday sal and do the section for Sunnyside Sampler sal to make sure that they are done before the due date, which would be the 22nd. And so my plan on that, and that's not set in stone quite as much because I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to get, you know, the stitches done on them, because each month the section is going to have, some's going to have more stitches and some's going to have less. So I could have, you know, as few as 800, 900 stitches, or I might have as many as 1,600 stitches in a section. So it'll make a difference as to how long it's going to take me. But I believe that if I leave 2 Mondays through Wednesdays, which would be 6 days, even with a large amount of stitches, I should be able to get those 2 sals completed, their sections completed, I'm hoping. So we'll see how that goes. You know, after a few months have gone by, I'll be able to tell if that's working. But that's kind of a tentative plan for that. Then the third and fourth Monday through Wednesdays, I'm going to do what's called fan favorites. And that kind of, kind of got worked around in my mind when I did my WIP parade. And I had people say that they like certain of my projects and they love seeing them once a year. And so then I went back and I said, well, if anybody has any that are their favorites, please put them down in the comments below. And so what I've started doing is I have a spreadsheet of only so far about 8 fan favorites. So if any of you remember certain ones from the WIP Go, from my WIP parade, or if you want to go back and take a look and just scroll through it fast and then say, oh yeah, that's the one I really liked. Write it down in the comments below because I want to add it to my spreadsheet of fan favorites. And so I'm going to call my third and fourth Monday through Wednesdays fan favorite days. And so I'm going to pull out pieces that people like. And on one of the days, one of the Monday through Wednesdays, I'll work all 3 days on that fan favorite. And then the fourth Monday through Wednesday, I'll work on the other. And I'm hoping that I have enough fan favorites to, get through several months. And then when I'm done, I'll go back over and start working on the same ones again. So, and I know a couple of the fan favorites were actually, I'm excited about this part too. A couple of the fan favorites were actually some of my Stitch Mania pieces, which I haven't looked recently, but to refresh my brain. But I think I only have 8 to 10 Stitch Mania pieces left from my original Stitch Mania that I did, when everybody was doing it. So, and my goal for Stitch Mania is to get all the pieces done. And so if that's the case, Lacemaker is one of them, and I've been working on that. So if there's other fan favorites, which I think there were a couple that were in Stitch Mania ones, that I will work on those too. So when Stitch Mania comes, I'll be able to show at least a few pieces that I did some work on. There'll be some, I'm sure, that won't have anything done on them, but, I'll work on them during Stitch Mania on their day. So that leaves Sunday. Sunday will continue to be my Sunday stocking sale day. I'm not done yet with Enchanted Ornament stocking. I want a stocking of my own. This stocking will be mine. My name will be at the top of it. So I really want to continue working on that. I've been having fun, so much fun working on that. Crossing my fingers that with the work done on that I will see a finish on it this coming year. And then I will put in another stocking, and it's called Sled Stocking, and I want to do that one for Chris. So that's my goal for Sundays. And then I'm probably fitting in daily 30, maybe not all the time, but a lot of times I like to work on 20 minutes or so of something. I'm doing the Quaker temperature chart, which is a new temperature chart by Sarah, Stitch and Mommy. And you can go over to her Etsy store and see it if you're interested. I don't always do a temp chart every year, but this one called to me because I do like quicker pieces, and also because when I do a temp piece, I want it to be the section done. Like Sarah said, some of hers you have to do extra stitching or back stitching or whatever the case may be, and I really don't have time for that on a temperature piece because I can't put the extra time because there's other things, other WIPs I want to work on. This one lends itself fine to that because all I have to do is finish the section for that week of the temperatures and stitch it. And I don't have to backstitch. I don't have to add other things. It'll work out really great. So I will be participating in a temperature chart next year, which is kind of funny because I had a group of friends who decided to do temperature charts this last year. And I didn't do one because I couldn't find one that didn't have a bunch of extra stuff on it that I had to add to it. And finally I just said no. So now this year they probably won't be doing one and I'll be doing it. So sorry guys. So that is my those are my plans. Most of them are set in stone, and except for, like I said, whether or not I might be using WIP Goes or full coverage challenges or whatever. Oh, one other thing I almost forgot. In February and in August I'll be doing Arbitrary August. That is my plan. I still haven't quite figured out exactly how I'm going to do it because I do want to keep my other plans going. So it's possible that I might just do an arbitrary August for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Just do one calling and have it be a full coverage piece. So that'll be just doing arbitrary every day. And then maybe Monday through Wednesday, I'll call, the first 2 weeks, I'll have to make sure I do my cells and get them done. But the last 2 weeks, I will probably do a call for fan favorites and have all of them like on a wheel or something, and then just pick one each day. So that's a possibility. And then I kind of was mulling this over in my mind, and I had been talking about it with Sarah. She's already mentioned it. I kind of mentioned a full coverage February. I thought that would be fun. And so Sarah's taken it and ran with it, and so she'll be doing full coverage February also. So I invite any of you who are full coverage maniacs like me, love their full coverage, to join us and work on full coverage that whole month of February. And that's when I haven't decided yet exactly how I'm going to do that, because again, I have a couple pieces that do need to be worked on and finished. So it's possible what I may do is my cells, I may do them as daily 30s and do like a half an hour to an hour each every day on them. And then that way they will get done in their time frame anyway. It'll just take a little longer, but they will get done. And then maybe have a wheel or something, and then I'll pull a full coverage piece for every day. And I may have some questions of the day or questions of the week for any of you if you want to participate in that. So still mulling it over in my mind of what I want to do. So anyway, those are my plans for 2023. If you waded through all of them and listened to all of them, and so I'm pretty excited about that, and hoping that it all comes together. And like I said, I'm fine with if things get out of order, I just go back to them when I can go back to them. And it doesn't make me feel like I've given up on it. I just go, oh, well, this is going on right now. I can't really do it right now, so I'll do it when I get back. And works for me. So I did not pull, before I end, I didn't pull out my gratitude journal from here, so you guys will see me turning around, pulling it out. At least it's right behind me in the bookcase, so I don't have to get up and, Oh, before the gratitude journal, I was going to mention to you what I was organizing. And I will show you, actually, why I'm organizing. So anyway, hold on a bit and I'll show you. Look what I got. I got some anchor cabinets to put in all my floss. That's why I'm organizing so much, because I want to be able to fit these into my closet on a table so that I can finally put my floss in and organize it. I'm so excited. Aren't those cool? I was so excited to get those. I had actually, after I organized for my cabinets for my linen, I breathed a sigh of relief, because that took me a long time to do, and I thought, I'm not doing anything else for organizing for a while. Well, when I got these cabinets, I went, well, Colette, you wanted something like this for a long time. This friend of yours was downsizing, and she had them, and I went, okay, looks like I'm going to be organizing again. So anyway, all the rooms look a mess because, well, except for my stitching room, because I had to leave that all. I had to pull everything out of that closet, because that's where the table's going to go with the anchor cabinets. And because of that, I had to pull everything out of that closet, and I have it in my lace room right now, piled up here. And then some of the other, like, not cabinets, but, the storage bins that they have, the plastic ones, I have some yarn in them, so I'm going to take things out from my one walk-in closet, which I had originally had a lot of stitching stuff in there. So I'm going to bring that stitching stuff in there with my anchor cabinets and organize, and then I'm going to put the things I just mentioned my drawers, my plastic drawers with my yarn. I'm going to put that back in the walk-in closet. So anyway, it's just like going from one place to one place to one place. So it's not just an easy pull out and put back in. So that's my organizing. Here I am doing it in the middle of December. Probably not the best idea, but that's when I had access to the cabinets, so that's how things go sometimes. So okay, on to the gratitude journal. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. This one kind of grabbed me. At one time in my life, I always wanted to play the harp. I never did, but I just love listening to harp music. And this says, only in peace do we have joy. Not by acquiring things, not by doing things, not by earning or learning, but by peace. So I thought that was a good quote. So, because we have to be at peace for what we love and what we do and everything else. If we, we don't always get that peace by other things. We get it by feelings deep inside on how we feel in our life. So maybe that's the gratitude for today. Gratitude journal. Remember, everybody, to find the beauty in every day. Find that beauty out there. It's there in whatever you do, even on this kind of lousy, cloudy, hazy day. So it's there. My joy will be inside when I do things inside. So may you all have beauty in every day. May you all have joy. And I hope to see you in a couple weeks before Christmas. Hope you're enjoying your Christmas Christmas doings and whatever you're doing for those who celebrate. And I wish all the rest of you happiness and love, and I'll see you all in a couple weeks. Bye-bye, everybody.